So, hey guys, today I want to introduce a very special person who started his journey in India to Google in Bay Area, and currently he is a software engineer as well. So, hi, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, so my name is Sahil. So right now I'm a software engineer here in San Jose. I work at Verizon Media Yahoo. And I was an intern at Google last summer.
Wow, pretty cool. So, can you please share your journey from like 9th, 10th class till like non-medical? क्या आपको inspire किया non-medical लेने के लिए उसके बाद की journey?
Alright, so मेरे दोनों पेरेंट्स डॉक्टर्स हैं, so that was always the concern कि मेडिकल लेना है कि नहीं. बट मैं ये नहीं कहूँगा मैथ्स में अच्छा था, बट मैं बायोलॉजी में खराब था. तो मैंने 11th-12th में आई वाज ऑलवेज अ नंबर गाय, तो मैंने देखा कि प्राइवेट सीट ही निकालनी पड़ेगी, पब्लिक सीट तो नहीं हो पाएगी इंडिया में. सो आई वाज लाइक कि नहीं, इंजीनियरिंग कर लेते हैं, बहुत कॉलेजेस खुल रहे हैं. And being a numbers guy, I just opted for like maths and science like everyone else. मैंने फिर अपनी IIT की प्रिपरेशन मेरे होम टाउन में चालू करी, दैट्स जबलपुर इन MP. फिर I guess I got lucky and I got a seat in NIT Bhopal for BTech Computer Science. So I did my BTech from there from 2010 to 2014. Those were the best formative years of our life because आप मेरे अलावा किसी और भी मैनेट भोपाल जैसे हम बोलते हैं MACT के alumni से सुनोगे तो we were always a different college, league apart, and वहाँ पे पढ़ाई के अलावा बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जो आप सीखते हो और वो आपको पूरी लाइफ भर काम आती हैं. So I will attest to that. उसके बाद प्लेसमेंट्स हुए एंड आई स्टार्टेड वर्किंग एज अ सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर फॉर Verizon. सो Verizon जो US में is a cellular provider, has their offices in Chennai and Hyderabad. So I went to Chennai in 2014 and I worked in Verizon for 2 years. So that was also like amazing culturally because it was very different and I didn't know Tamil and I learned it, like I can understand Tamil now, and like that was my first job, so it was always special. So I always had in mind कि I have to come for my masters and पढ़ने आना है US, but I mean it just took a backseat and I was like really enjoying my life from 2014 to 2016. I literally did nothing. I could have come here, but yeah, I'm proud of what I did back then because I made some good memories. Then I switched and I was like कि बहुत हो गया अब. So then I went and started working in Hyderabad for Oracle for some time, and then I moved to a startup in Hyderabad itself by the name of Next Education India Private Limited. There I was basically working for K-12 sector. K-12 sector is basically education sector जो schools के लिए software बनाते हैं class 1 से class 12 तक. So I really enjoyed my work there. It was very technical, challenging, and the best part is that I was managing a 3-people team. So with less than 3 years of experience already, 2 to 3 people were reporting to me, and that was not the funny part. The funny part was we hired an intern from a college. He was a little kid and he used to come up to my desk and ask me, hey, can I go to the toilet? And I get the funniest experience, and I actually lectured him the whole day that you are in corporate, you are not in school or college, and you don't have to embarrass yourself for me by asking these things. So yeah, but life took a U-turn because from an intern reporting to me to in a span of 15-18 months I became an intern again. So
right?
Yeah, so that was pretty interesting. So then yeah, मैंने GRE दिया, TOEFL दिया, actually 2 बार दिया. And because मेरे पहले scores जो थे वो 2014 के थे and they got expired and then I had to give them again. So I mean TOEFL expires in every 2 years. So yeah. So but so then I came for my masters at Stony Brook University in New York. Stony Brook University is a really challenging school, I must say. Like I did get admits from other places like ASU and San Jose State, and I don't remember the rest, but yeah, I remember you did Alice, yes. So but I went to Stony Brook, and Stony Brook mein so it was pretty intense and but still short, like it was 3 semesters. Because New York State has this rule that you have to take 4 subjects in a semester. So that's why it's pretty quick. And yeah, then I got an internship offer So first I got an internship from Barclays, that's in New York, Times Square, and the second internship offer that I got was from Google, Mountain View. So it was a little no-brainer for me that I came and I did my internship here in the Bay Area, and it was phenomenal. Not just because it was Google, because it was first time California, San Francisco, Bay Area, and to be honest, this is the most beautiful place on earth I have seen. Like I have been to DC, I've been to Boston, New York. Every place has its own charm, but yeah, I just love Bay Area.
Yeah, I completely agree. That's so inspiring. तो सबसे पहले मैं एक चीज़ से रिलेट कर सकता हूँ कि जैसे आपने कहा कि आपके पास एक बच्चा आता था परमिशन लेने के लिए. I was kind of same like a kid. तो जब मैं पहली बार कॉलेज आया था तब मैं भी ये करता था. अब प्रोफेसर पेंसिल यूज करोगे पेन कहते it doesn't matter. You're not in school anymore.
Yeah.
And also the most interesting part is that you took admission in Stony Brook, which is like top 20 in the US. That's kind of the same ranking of NIT Bhopal in India, right?
Yeah, that's what an average kid is all about. Being in the top 20, never in top 10.
Yeah. और ये मुझे भी काफ़ी मतलब फील होता था जैसे कि IITs में आपको पता है ना कि 99 परसेंटाइल स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं. मतलब आपको 99 परसेंटेज स्टूडेंट से बेटर होना पड़ता है इन ऑर्डर टू गो टू IIT. तो इसका मतलब ये थोड़ी होता है कि 95 परसेंटाइल या 90 परसेंटाइल बुरे होते हैं. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई वांटेड टू मेक दिस वीडियो टू शेयर कि हम एवरेज स्टूडेंट्स भी वी कैन डू लाइक बेटर देन IITians और लाइक प्रीटी मच बेटर देन एनीवन हु इज 99.9 परसेंटाइल एज वेल.
I guess not better than, because that's a negative connotation. I think at par, because I think like that's my personal view. So मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि इंडिया में we are in this habit of branding people from the very beginning. कि ओ तू IIT चला गया तो यू आर अ विनर फॉर लाइफ, या तू NIT चला गया बस तूने एडमिशन ले लिया, भले तू वहाँ 4 साल जाके सो दिन भर डोटा खेल, अपना काउंटर स्ट्राइक खेल, कुछ ना कर, बट नहीं तू चला गया ना, तू कुछ कर लेगा. सो दिस ब्रांडिंग एक्चुअली इज द बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम इन आवर एजुकेशन सोसाइटी, कि आपने एक बार किसी को ब्रांड कर दिया एंड इट स्टिक्स विद यू. बाकी इन यूएस आई थिंक इट्स वेरी egalitarian. Nobody gives a damn आप स्टेट कॉलेज से आए हो कि नहीं. लाइक मैं आपको अपना एग्जांपल देता हूँ. जब मैं इंटर्न कर रहा था गूगल में, मेरे फ्लोर पे स्टैनफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी के PhDs भी घूम रहे थे, एंड रटगर्स न्यू जर्सी और मिसोरी के स्टेट कॉलेज के भी बच्चे थे. एंड दिस इज अ टेस्टामेंट कि कंपनी को फर्क नहीं पड़ता आप कहाँ से पढ़ रहे हो, एज लॉन्ग एज यू हैव द स्किल्स और द टेम्परामेंट टू डू द जॉब. एंड दिस इज वेरी, आई मीन दिस इज एक्चुअली इंडिया में इट्स अ नंबर्स गेम. लाइक देयर आर सो मेनी कैंडिडेट्स कि आपको फिल्टर्स लगाने हैं, तो आप 10 के परसेंटेज पे फिल्टर लगाते हो, 12th के पे लगाते हो, कॉलेज पे लगाते हो. बेसिकली इंडिया में एवरीथिंग इज अबाउट एलिमिनेशन, and you don't get a chance to actually see the person or their skills for who they are. But यहाँ पे मुझे सबसे अच्छा बात यही लगता है कि सारे आपकी ब्रांडिंग धुल जाती है. You have to start from scratch, and if you are actually willing to work hard, तब तुम्हारा कुछ होगा, वरना नहीं होगा.
Absolutely agree.
So there were many reasons for me to come here. पहली बात तो I guess is the work culture, because in India I was getting a feeling कि अपनी जॉब करने के अलावा, like 12-13 hours की जॉब के अलावा, there's nothing much left to do after the work. And somehow I was in such companies from the very beginning कि work life balance ज़्यादा नहीं था किसी भी चीज़ में. And all I was doing was getting to the office, eating unhealthy food, getting fat, and
food.
And having a zero social life. I believe, like, I mean, the social life I used to have back then was कि weekend पे जाके, like, you can just go to a bar and a pub and just hang out, and I had some friends luckily who had come here, and then I used to hear stories that, oh, they're getting off at 5 p.m. and that used to be a dream. Like, really? Like, ever since I joined tech in India, मैंने sunset देखना भूल गया था. Like, कॉलेज में sunset देखने जाता था. It used to be my thing, and यहाँ पे पता नहीं कब दिन ढल गया and you're like out when it's dark. And that used to be a little gloomy, and I was like, seriously, ये तो शायद change करना चाहिए. So I mean, for most of the people who are coming here, monetary benefit is one thing, but मेरे को culturally भी work-life balance and the ability to do different things was always on my mind. And अभी मैं जब यहाँ आ गया हूँ तो I really see the difference. That yeah, I can actually do my thing apart from my work. Like, I can pursue other things. So that's one thing. But having said that, coming to US is not all green, and it's not everyone's cup of tea, because pros and cons are these things.
Yeah. So now let's get back to your Google journey. So how did you prepare for your first Google internship?
All right. So actually, when I came to Stony Brook, that was August 2017. So people were really ahead of the curve. I'll be honest with you. So people usually prepare from LeetCode.com for standard coding interviews, and then as you go advanced interviews, you need design questions. Like you can go for grokking the system design, and there are other articles out there. But as far as internship was concerned, LeetCode was the thing. So when I came in August, तो बच्चे already इंडिया से सवाल करके आए थे 30 questions 40 questions and I was like मैंने अपना अकाउंट बनाया था वहाँ आके August and मेरी जो फटी थी उस समय I was like shit मैं तो बहुत पीछे हूँ but 2-3 things which I think I did right was कि being in India, as everyone does undergrad in India, we are very prepared in C++. Somehow in India there's a culture कि हम जब code chef करते हैं, hacker rank करते हैं, we usually prefer STL, C++ and other things. But then as I came back here, I realized कि my coding was not uniform. Like there should be one language in which you should be proficient in all syntaxes. एंड जब मैंने कॉलेज ज्वाइन करा था तो मेरे हाल ये थे कि मैं लिंक लिस्ट और बाकी जो नॉर्मल लोअर लेवल कोडिंग है उसमें मैं C++ में कंफर्टेबल था बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू बिगर स्ट्रक्चर्स लाइक लिंक्ड हैश मैप या वैसी चीजें तो मेरे को जावा उसमें मैं ज्यादा बेटर था बिकॉज इन इंडिया आई वाज वर्किंग एज अ जावा डेवलपर सो द फर्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट डिसीजन दैट आई मेड हियर इज कि मेरे को जो भी करना है यूनिफॉर्मली एक ही लैंग्वेज में करना है बिकॉज इन हियर ईदर इट्स पाइथन C++ और जावा एंड यू हैव टू बी लाइक प्रोफिशिएंट you cannot be like if you cannot like the biggest mistake I see people doing is कि depending upon the nature of question they change the language कि this question is based on maps or string manipulation तो ये मैं Java Python से कर देता हूँ ये question तो linked list और ऐसा वाला है basic array manipulation है तो ये तो मैं C++ से कर देता हूँ and that is like the biggest peril that you can fall into so the first thing I did was कि एक language पकड़नी है और सिर्फ उसी पे काम करना है और उसी में पूरा प्रोफिशिएंट होना है because every language has like कुछ चीजें easy and कुछ चीजें difficult but you have to choose that language for yourself so I spoke to some seniors my cousin here was a developer in Apple मैंने उनसे बात करी एक दो और लोगों से बात करी and then I thought कि I already have 3 years of experience in Java so I zeroed on in Java and then I started doing that another important thing I believe was कि the question count never matters what matters the most is कि how are you able to think and basically if you solve a question on LeetCode so it was never like कि मैंने 15 मिनट में सॉल्व कर लिया या मैंने 1 घंटे में सॉल्व कर लिया and it was also not कि submission time कितना है because obviously time complexity matters and you see those graphs कि your solution was faster than so many other solutions but what I made it a point was कि मैं discuss section में जाके भले मैंने वो सवाल no brainer लगा दिया and I was like अरे ये तो होना ही हैश मैप से था ये तो होना ही सेट से था फिर भी मैं डिस्कस सेक्शन में जाके उसके सारे सॉल्यूशन स्टडी करता था एंड दैट बेसिकली डेवलप्ड एन एबिलिटी टू रीड कोड बिकॉज आई थिंक रीडिंग कोड एंड अंडरस्टैंडिंग कोड इज अ मोर वाइटल स्किल देन राइटिंग कोड क्योंकि आप इंडस्ट्री में पढ़ते ज़्यादा हो चीज़ें डॉक्यूमेंटेशन rather than लिखते हो एंड उससे मुझे समझ में आया कि क्या अप्रोचेस हो सकती है इस चीज़ को करने के लिए लाइक देयर आर क्वेश्चंस आउट जो DFS BFS से होते हैं एंड देन यू वोंट बिलीव इट ये तो DP से भी हो रहा है you know so that like even if you spend an entire day with a good question is better than solving 5 questions क्योंकि numbers game में मत पढ़ो and वो मत करो अपनी ego boost मत करो दोस्तों से compare करके कि अरे इसके 300 क्वेश्चन हो गए मेरे 200 हो गए मेरे 1500 हो गए मतलब obviously 1500 तो है ही नहीं सवाल 150 हो so that was very important and third was time boxing like I mean basically we Indians are the kind of people कि एक दिन जोश आया तो उस दिन पूरा 12 घंटे की पढ़ाई कर ली और फिर अगले दिन वी जस्ट गेट बिजी कि अभी असाइनमेंट आ गया है अभी मुझे ये असाइनमेंट करना है वो करना है एंड LeetCode लोग डिमार्केट नहीं कर पाते दिन में टाइम सो व्हाट आई एंड मेरी एक और फ्रेंड थी जो जिसके साथ मैं LeetCode लगाता था व्हाट वी गाइस डिसाइडेड वाज कि हमने ना कुछ भी हो जाए रात को 12 से 4 क्योंकि स्टोनी ब्रुक में इतना वो था असाइनमेंट का प्रेशर था कि हमने कहा सोना तो भूल जाओ एनीवे काम करने के बाद आदमी इतना सड़ जाता है रात को 11-12 बजे तक कि उसको लगता है कि यार चल बाहर जाके कॉफी पीते हैं राउंड ऐसी गेड़ी मारते हैं लाइक चलते फिरते हैं लाइक आई डोंट नो स्लीप वाज नेवर द प्रायोरिटी एटलीस्ट उस टाइम पे सो व्हाट वी गाइस डिसाइडेड वाज कि व्हाटएवर हैपेंस वेदर वी हैव एन असाइनमेंट सबमिशन टुमारो और वी हैव एन एग्जाम टुमारो रात को 12 से 4 का जो टाइम है वो हमने टाइम बॉक्स कर दिया है इसमें हमने कुछ नहीं करना है भले हम LeetCode.com खोल के या हमारा वो खोल के व्हाइट बोर्ड के सामने हमने स्टेयर करना है भले हम मेडिटेट करें बट हमने और कुछ नहीं करना उस टाइम पे So that gave us an assurance कि हाँ चाहे कुछ हो जाए हमने इस टाइम पे ये करना है. So because of that, I think I remember the first time I opened the website and I was like priority queue का एक सवाल था and I was like 3 घंटे में बस उस सवाल को स्टेयर करता रहा and वो मुझसे हुआ ही नहीं. अगले दिन हुआ, but from those beginnings to 4 घंटे में या वो जो contest में आप 4 सवाल कर लो 5 सवाल कर लो to that point. I think that time boxing actually made a big difference for me and for her as well. So I started in August, that was pretty late, but by the end of December, जो preparation because basically our semester ends in November and December we have the gap, like so by the end of December I was already at 190 questions because I was doing it daily. क्या आप कोई भी चीज उठा के देख लो, like daily effort matters, भले ही जिम जाना हो, डाइट हो, काम हो, कुछ भी हो, like वो you have seen that like 1.01 raised to power 1000 and 0.99 raised to the power 1000 and how divergent the things go. So it's basically small efforts but daily efforts.
या जस्ट लाइक हमें पता है जैसे कि जितने भी हमारी बॉलीवुड इंडस्ट्री में एक्टर्स हैं लाइक शाहरुख खान, आमिर खान, जिन्होंने मतलब फिनोमिनल जर्नी की थी अपनी वेट लॉस या बॉडी बिल्डिंग की, उन्होंने इस कारण नहीं की थी कि दैट दे वर लाइक सेल्फ मोटिवेटेड. इस कारण बिकॉज दे हैड लाइक अ पर्सनल ट्रेनर और सम काइंड ऑफ ट्रेनर हु वाज मोटिवेटिंग देम एक्सटर्नली एवरी डे. सो जस्ट लाइक आपने एक ग्रुप बनाया, वो ग्रुप एक दूसरे को मोटिवेट करता है, लाइक हे आज लीड कोड का टाइम हो गया, 12 बजे चल आजा लीड कोड का. कभी आप मोटिवेट करोगे, कभी आपका फ्रेंड मोटिवेट करेगा. इस तरीके से लाइक यू बोथ बिकम कंसिस्टेंट and like your journey becomes easier.
Yeah, I think having an accountability partner is very important when it comes to anything जिसमें आलस करने का बहुत स्कोप है, जैसे जिम, जैसे डाइट, जैसे लीड कोड लगाना. You won't believe it, हम लोग यूनिवर्सिटी में तो हमें एक नेचुरल माहौल मिल जाता है प्रिपरेशन का, क्योंकि सब लोग have a common goal. Like if I happened to open meetup.com a few days ago before the lockdown and उसमें meetup पे लोगों के लीड कोड के ग्रुप्स बने हुए हैं, 10-12 लोगों के ग्रुप्स जो रेगुलरली मिलते हैं एक दूसरे के घर पे, वैसे जैसे पीछे मेरे व्हाइट बोर्ड है ऐसे व्हाइट बोर्ड लगा रहता है जस्ट टू डिस्कस क्वेश्चंस एंड डू इट. बिकॉज आई गेस कोलैबोरेटिव एफर्ट्स आर एक्चुअली लाइक दोनों का, आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि आप कोलैबोरेटिव काम करो और फिर खुद नहीं करो, दोनों का अपना अपना इंपॉर्टेंस है, बट एक बैलेंस होना चाहिए कि आप खुद भी स्ट्रगल करो. एंड इट वाज नॉट लाइक कि हम 2 लोग या 3 लोग साथ में बैठ के कर रहे हैं तो हम एक दूसरे को परेशान कर रहे हैं. हम एक सवाल उठाते थे, हम खुद से स्ट्रगल करते थे 1 घंटे तक, फिर हम कुछ को सबमिट करते थे, फिर 1 घंटे का हम 10 मिनट का टाइम देते थे कि यार मैंने ये ट्राई करा था, मैं यहाँ फंस गया. सामने वाला बोलता है नहीं मैंने ये ट्राई करा था, मैं यहाँ फंस गया. फिर 10 मिनट के बाद हम अगले क्वेश्चन पे मूव ऑन करेंगे. तो नेक्स्ट 45-50 मिनट्स हम एक दूसरे कोड में नहीं झाकेंगे. एंड इट वाज आल्सो नॉट लाइक कि सब सेम लैंग्वेज में कोड करते थे, बिकॉज मैं जावा में करता था, एक मेरी फ्रेंड थी वो C++ में करती थी, बट स्टिल. एंड उससे एक और सही चीज ये होती थी कि भले ही आप कोड नहीं करो C++ में या पाइथन में, बट आपको वो पढ़ के समझ में आना चाहिए. यू कैन नॉट बी एन इलिटरेट कि ओ मैं सिर्फ जावा में कोड करता हूँ तो मेरे को तो पाइथन का कोड पढ़ के भी नहीं समझ में आएगा. दैट इज ऑल्सो नॉट गुड. तो मैं भले ही लिखता नहीं था C++ या पाइथन, बट एटलीस्ट मैं उनका कोड पढ़ के समझ सकूँ. दैट इज ऑल्सो लाइक हैविंग गुड डाइवर्सिटी टू द ग्रुप. सो लाइक I would advise कि it's a good way of doing.
That's very inspiring. So let's move on with the salary part. तो मैंने सुना है Google, Microsoft या FANG companies में mostly लोगों को internship में $45 an hour के आसपास मिलता है, and full time salary can even be up to $500,000 in like for the year. Is that true?
So $500,000 is a big stretch. I guess staff engineers at Google and Facebook are making that much, but that includes their base and stocks and everything. For an intern, it depends. It actually depends. But like a good internship, like say at Google, or Microsoft, or even Barclays, people were getting say 95K or 100K on a prorated basis. So that translates to around say anything between like $5,000 to $7,000 a month.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, and plus you get good relocation for the duration. Like for Google interns, they usually give around $10,000 as a separate relocation lump sum amount. And yeah, I mean, it like if you're a student and you're like doing a minimum wage job and then suddenly you become an intern, so it's like any money is good money.
Yeah, absolutely. This salary of an intern in FANG companies is more than the full-time salary of some students in Atlanta. So it's just mind-blowing. But वहाँ पे taxes भी ज़्यादा होते हैं, so it kind of makes sense.
But when you're returning for a full-time, I guess the standard for Bay Area has become around base-wise is around starting from 125K to 140K. That's like a liberal range. And yeah, people get stock component around say 25K per annum to say till 35K per annum, between that range. And yeah, then there is relocation, then there is stock refreshers, and then there's annual bonus. So suppose hypothetically somebody's base is 130K and their annual bonus is 10%. So at the end of the year, they're eligible for like a 13K reward on top of their base. So yeah, so I guess if you add in everything and looking at a ballpark figure, so I guess it would be around 180K to 200K as a starting salary for a software engineer in the league.
That is absolutely incredible. Like अगर आप 50% taxes काट दो तो 100K तो हाथ में आ ही जाएंगे at least.
Yeah, but the cost of living is extremely high here.
आप एक चीज और बताना कि why didn't you go back to Google? Why you chose Verizon over going back to Google? Did you get an option to like come back as a full time?
So no, I did not get that option. So basically, what happens? The process is after your internship is over, your host and your co-host, those are the two people who write review for you. And the interesting part about Google process is there are 2 more interviews after your internship. So you intern anywhere, say Apple, Facebook, PayPal, anywhere. Your internship performance is the only criteria on which you are measured. But here you have 2 extra rounds. So basically, out of these 4 things, you have to be a 4 out of 4. Then only you get converted. So I later got to know that so my project was basically a machine learning project in Google Cloud, testing infrastructure team. So my problem was not really giving the results that my mentor hoped for. I later spoke to some people in Google Brain team. I'm not getting the accuracy I wanted because my accuracy was somewhere around 79 to 85%, which is really not good in ML problems. It has to exceed 95% if it has to be a viable solution. So either it can be a shitty model, or it can be the input data was not good, or third case can be the problem itself was not tailor-made for machine learning, because all problems cannot be solved with ML. It's not a magic wand. So for me it was maybe like I later spoke to engineers and my problem was not that tailor-made for ML, but so my review that my host gave me was not great. The review from my co-host was awesome and my interviews went well. So I guess I was like 3 out of 4. So I couldn't convert.
But still, whatever happens for the best. आपने बताया कि Verizon experience आपको बहुत so far अच्छा है. It's like no less than Google in being in Bay Area.
So I would like to tell you that Google में रह के ना मेरे को free के खाने की बड़ी आदत पड़ गई है, because breakfast and dinner was catered for. And we used to have in-house massage, and we used to have in-house haircuts, and so there's a system. So whenever somebody wants to appreciate somebody, they just give each other massage points, and then you can go and avail that massage in office. So I was like, यार अब मेरे options बड़े limited हो गए. मेरे को जाना है तो ऐसी जगह जाना है जहाँ खाना जरूर मिलता हो मेरे को. And so basically I got 3 to 4 offers, and there was a startup in Redwood City that also had free food and everything, and the work was great. But here in Yahoo, I was now Verizon Media and Oath, so there's been a constant confusion with the names. I was getting like the team I wanted, and it was like an applied machine learning engineer kind of role, and so and there was free food, of course, breakfast and lunch, and that sealed it for me. I was like, नहीं जाना तो यही है.
But overall I feel so inspired talking to you. मतलब मुझे अंदर से feeling आ रही है कि मुझे भी अपना मतलब lead code का schedule बनाना चाहिए. Even though like I have a job now, so मैंने मतलब give up कर दिया, but I feel like I still again go back to the same schedule so that like I can secure myself. आप अभी भी lead code practice करते हो कि नहीं?
No, अभी बहुत time से बंद है because right now I'm focusing on learning my job and actually becoming good at it, जो कि मैंने कभी पहले try नहीं किया. And trust me, cracking an interview is easier than actually excelling at your job and getting promotion, because I guess that requires a different kind of a hard work.
And also one more important thing we have learned is that कि Google में internship से full time convert होना ज़्यादा मुश्किल है as compared to like getting a full time job at Google.
I would say so.
And what was your best experience overall at Google? आपको सुंदर पिचाई से मिलने का मौका मिला? Because मुझे अपनी कंपनी में कई बार अपने CEO से मतलब at least Q&A session का मौका तो मिल ही जाता है.
So in Google, there is a thing called TGIFs that happen every Thursday. So it's basically like a 1 hour Q&A जो हर bi-weekly होता है. And I still remember like Monday was the first day, and there's like a 1 week training that happens, and Thursday there was that event, and usually they reserve the spots for interns and new hires. So I was there with all my friends, and we were all pretty excited. And the best part was like we were like seated at least like 5 or 10 feet away from Larry, Sergey, and of course Sundar Pichai. So they delivered their talks, and usually it's for internal, so it never goes out in public, but it gets recorded, and they make you stand as an intern or as a new joinee, and then your name comes up on the board, and then that happens. And I mean, and after that, and the culture is like amazing. Like everybody is having it's casual. Everybody has a bottle of beer with them, and like after that, you can go and ask questions or just say hi to them, and they're super chill. And yeah, so that was very special. Apart from that, I guess every weekend for a Google intern was very catered towards fun. Like there's a theme park here called the Great America in Santa Clara. So they basically booked the entire theme park for the day for the interns. And हम लोग Santa Cruz गए हैं, वहाँ पे हमने whale watching करी है. Then we have been to SF and we biked around. There have been wine tasting tours. I mean, the list is probably endless, but I guess the best highlight for me was our cruise party that was at SF. So basically, all the interns from all over the world who are interning at Google, doesn't matter Mountain View or Seattle, or because people who are interning at say Google Argentina or Google Zurich or anywhere around the world, Russia as well, including that, came over for the party, and हम सब अपने headquarters से बस में वहाँ गए, and then basically it's like a huge liner. हालांकि cruise has become like cruise से अब डर लगता है because of the corona thing, but it was an awesome experience. So for 4 to 5 hours हमारा जो cruise था वो SF Harbor से dock होते हुए Golden Gate के नीचे से जा रहा है, Bay Bridge which connects Oakland and SF उसके नीचे से जा रहा है, and there's a party going on, and basically it was a layered ship. So there's a casino on one floor, there's a dance floor on another floor, and people from all over the world are there, and it was an amazing experience, and I have good memories, I have good photos. So that was the like really highlight of the whole internship for me. That party was extravagant as hell.
So Google के internship के बाद आपके पास कौन से offers थे, and why you chose like Verizon/Yahoo as compared to other firms?
Alright, so Google की intern खत्म होने के बाद, that was like end of August, so I didn't have much time, to be honest. I was graduating in December, so all I had was September, October and November, and basically December first week से यहाँ पे आपके कोई interviews लेते नहीं because everybody is in shutdown phase and the budget is just off, and majority of the hiring for anyone who doesn't know happens in Q1 in US. That is Q1 क्योंकि that's how the hiring budget works here. So it was little uphill task, I would say. So I had offers from Citrix, that's a cloud provider, that was in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The other offer I had was from C3.io, C3.iot. That's a company in Redwood City. It does some great work. I had an offer from Cisco, and then I also had an offer from Yahoo, Verizon Media. So why I chose this was what I feel the biggest motivating factor difference between India and US is that your domain is very important in America. So basically in India, you can just go hop around all over the place. Like you can start with Oracle, then go to a telecom company like say AT&T, then later join a finance company like Intuit, and you'll be fine. It doesn't matter. But here, I guess your domain sticks to you. Like I have seen people who like join, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm just saying that people I know who have joined Bank of America, then they go to say Barclays, and then they later go to Bloomberg, and then probably join a hedge fund. Like this is how people progress here. So for me, it was very important that I choose a domain and I choose a team which I want to work for. So मैंने like machine learning मेरा domain था, and मैंने models लिखे थे Python में and TensorFlow Keras use करके when I was an intern at Google. So मुझे something similar चाहिए था, but of course those positions are very coveted and you need at least a PhD in computer science to actually be a data scientist. That's like the minimum bar, at least in Bay Area. So I was pretty sure कि वो नहीं होने वाला, but I still wanted to be in like an applied side of it, like do feature engineering, build big data pipelines and all that. And the role here that I was getting was like a personalization team. So what my team does is कि हम Yahoo Sports, Finance, Homepage, TechCrunch, AOL, जितने भी हमारे portfolio है, shared tech mein, we do content personalization for them. So it's pretty similar to the work that people do at Netflix or say YouTube homepage or say Spotify, because everything is driven by personalization. So मुझे उस टीम में जाने का मौका मिला, so that was kind of a no-brainer, and of course मैंने आपको खाने का reason तो बताया ही है. So that is why I opted for it, and it's been an year working here and it's been pretty good. I've learned a lot, and people who have been in my team in the past are right now doing very well. Like in the past 1 year, 3 people from my team sadly had to leave and one of them joined as like a feed personalization engineer in LinkedIn. One guy went to Netflix so for the personalization team, and other guy is in YouTube personalization team. So for me, I guess the personalization domain really like I enjoy working in that domain, so it was kind of a no-brainer. Like looking back, it was a no-brainer. At that time, it was a hunch, and like where I want to see myself in 5 years. But as you can see, you can always connect the dot looking backwards. But yeah.
और आगे का क्या, मतलब आगे का क्या गोल है? Like you want to be software engineer? Do you like it very much now in Verizon, or like you want to move on with MBA or something like that? क्योंकि बाकी I can tell you about myself, like क्योंकि मैं relate कर पाता हूँ कि हर एक का होता है कि एक डोमेन में 5-6 साल काम करने के बाद people usually get bored, so that's why I wanted to ask.
So I'm definitely not bored from this. Like I'm definitely into this domain and I'm not bored. And yeah, there are actually 2 career paths. So basically, you can grow within the hierarchy, become a senior engineer, then a manager, senior manager, all the way up to director of engineering. Or you can actually go for a part-time MBA. There are a lot of people I know. Like I know a software engineer who works for Tesla, and he's pursuing an MBA from UCB, like University of California, Berkeley. Then he would move into the program manager domain, and then finally a product manager, because product manager is a position of power and strength, and that's where you call the shots. And in fact, if you look at Sundar Pichai's journey, he also joined as a product manager after he did his MBA. So that is always on the cards, but I haven't thought about it really ki when is the right time to pursue it. I guess uske pehle I would actually read some books on, like I started reading some books on say Harvard Business Review strategy books and how to write a business plan and these things, and I have to decide for myself ki whether it's for me or not. I guess at this point you cannot afford to be enrolled in an MBA school and then later decide, oh, tech was better for me. That would be a disaster. So I guess it's important to take your time.
Absolutely agree. Once again, it was a pleasure talking to you, and I learned a lot. I hope this video adds value to our viewers. So thank you so much.
Yeah.